this was my chance to finally walk out to a Young Thug song, but they dubbed me. It's all good though. I want to introduce you to my highly esteemed, extremely eloquent co-hosts, DJ Akademiks and Wayno. Come through, come through.
What's up, everybody? What's good, y'all?
Come on down. All right, so this is our second year doing Everyday Struggle Live at ComplexCon for me and Ag, but you guys know Wayno is newer to the show, so it's very first ComplexCon. Did any of you guys see us here last year, or is everyone brand new? Oh, I see some hands. All right, so you guys know what's good. All right, we got a special show for you guys today. We got some great guests. I want to introduce the YBN crew. So we have YBN Cordae, Nahmir, Almighty Jay. Can you guys come through?
Okay.
What's up, man?
What's up? Hella cool, man. Look at this fool, bro.
We good. We ain't giving out no
What's the
pounds,
deal?
man. What's up,
Oh, my fault. I ain't even see you.
Yeah, man. What's y'all niggas, bro? What up?
Oh, damn. He's
I
gonna
thought you
miss
guys
me.
were gonna straight
Bro, hold on. I got you.
What's the deal, baby?
You too cool now,
Take it
though?
easy. Yeah.
This guy, man.
What's good, guys? Get out of the way. You so rude.
Like China in the front, bro. I ain't playing with you.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn.
It's all good. Yo, we've actually never had 3 guests on the show, I don't think, ever. So it's cool to do it for the first time live. Guys, welcome.
Oh, we did? Nah, we did have amigos.
Right.
We have amigos.
Oh, damn.
How y'all
That ain't
feeling?
turn out too good. Every time we have 3, it don't turn out too good.
Oh, shit.
You guys aren't gonna cause any problems though today, right?
No, we chilling.
Nah. All right, so you guys are like fresh off your European tour, right? You still smell a little bit foreign, and I think
What does
Jay,
that mean?
it's like a foreign car. It's like kind
That
of
niggas
sexy.
ain't got no deodorant on. She ain't trying to tell y'all. Y'all niggas smell like the plane, bro.
Smell like the plane. No, but it seems like you guys had a really dope time. Was it your first time in Europe, all of you?
Yeah.
So I think it was Jay posted a picture. It was pretty cute with the caption that like, the 3 of you are from completely different states. You met online. You turned this into a multi-million-dollar business, which is impressive. So first of all, congrats. But can you guys tell us a little bit about meeting on Xbox Live?
Oh, shit.
Was that a controversial
I
question?
ain't like him at first, for real. Cause,
Me and him didn't get along.
yeah, I forgot what happened. Who
Y'all
was
was in a
talking
rap
to?
beef.
Nah,
On
look.
Xbox
rap
Live?
Wait, what game was y'all
Online?
playing? What game was
We
y'all
was
playing?
all in,
Well,
like,
we
I used to play
actually
Grand Theft Auto for real. Like
Y'all
like,
12 and shit.
and, like, it was like 2 groups of people.
Right.
He used to be with the other group. But, like, he just came out of nowhere. And, like, he used to be young. His voice used to be way higher than what it was. So he was annoying as hell. So I'm just like, oh, my God.
So one of y'all niggas was rocking with Trevor, one rocking with Franklin?
Hell no. It wasn't nothing like that type of
Yeah.
shit.
That funny shit.
No,
Nah,
I know.
My God.
It was like online. It wasn't no Trevor and Franklin shit. Like,
No, but how old were you out of for real, though?
How old were we?
Shit like
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, so it's been in the making for a minute now.
But how does it get from Xbox Live playing online to actually meeting up in real life and like making some career moves?
And how do y'all know each other could rap? I play with people to this day, and I only know them exclusively online. But like those are just the homies I play that game with. Like the other talents I don't know about. Like, how y'all know about?
Talents.
Because he don't come outside. He don't go meet nobody.
I don't want to hear a nigga rapping to me over.
I mean, niggas was just in a game. We was like bored.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but how do you know, like to his point, how do you know that you guys are talented? If you didn't even like his personality, why did you even end up meeting up?
Nah, because
just happened.
it's like, we was like rapping and shit already. Like 13, just rapping.
Niggas was freestyling on
Yeah.
the game and shit.
yeah, like that type of shit on the
But that's what we
Xbox
knew each
Live
other
parties.
as though. Because like, the community was like so small. Like, it was a circle of people. Like the black community and shit on there.
They had like
Like,
famous
like
niggas,
that,
niggas that they knew was famous on their Xbox and all that shit, like Case on TV. He had like the Crips and Bloods little videos that everybody used to watch, all that shit. And like we used to fuck with them niggas, RNG, Remy, all them shits. He used to he shot a video for Rico Nasty. Like everybody like that played the Xbox like really got a career now on some real shit. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about, so I look at that, even the story, right? Like, how much do you think is like, in terms of just like luck, maybe destiny, or just like,
God.
it was gonna pop up, it was gonna pop off regardless, that's just how it popped off. You get me?
I don't know, we was always good at this shit. Like, we
shit
was
a
always the
lesson,
best at everything we did. Not really, we not always the best at everything we did, but you feel me? We was always turned, like we made something out of, you feel me, nothing all the time. So it was bound to happen, but it was really God. For real, it just happened quick.
That's
Like
dope.
it was like overnight, but it wasn't overnight at the same time.
Yeah. Cordae, you came along later, right?
Yeah. It was just, I met them like a couple years ago online, and whenever we was in the same city, we just like link up, you know what I'm saying? So, it Yeah, pretty
All
much.
right, so what was the next step? So now you guys, we're not calling you a group, right? You're a collective, you said, which makes sense. You all have your different styles. So once you got off the internet, you met up, you decided you wanted to take rap seriously. What was the next step? Because you all have very different label situations, right? One of you signed to Atlantic, one of you is indie, one of you may or may not have been in a deal. So can you tell us what happened next in terms of picking labels?
First, we was just like, we was gonna make music and put it out ourselves, but like, it was hard. Like, managers and all that was doing crazy shit. So I just got into it like with Atlantic and then, you feel me? Just but up from there, and then Jay and them came around, you feel me? And this YBN shit took it to another level.
How do you decide what makes sense for you, though? You know what I mean? It's not a one size
The most money.
fits all.
Yo,
Nah, hold on now.
I'm playing.
So the first time I heard about
Nahmir,
Nahmir and like a label situation, I heard some weird shit. It was like, it's a production group. Nahmir is like tied to Take K, and I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, that shit is false.
That was false?
Internet shit is fake, bruh.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
Niggas say I signed for 20,000. I was like, what? Like, bro, what do I look like, bro? Come on now.
Nah, but like it has to be a step for y'all to get y'all business shit like in check, right? Like, yeah, yo, y'all probably just having fun. Like when you playing games and you just your homies, just fuck it, right?
But we not dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we all
Yeah, young.
have.
Yeah, young.
Yeah, for sure. But we not dumb. But it's like we all have a sense of business. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, we seen like Jerry Heller and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we know like rap niggas be getting the shitty deals. So we just, you know what I'm saying, do our research on shit. We got a good team and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, we just was talking about that, right? With like younger dudes doing a little bit of due diligence about how they could get in by watching shit like biopics or doing research just to figure out what's going on out there. Because you do get horror stories where kids just sign for a bunch of zeros and then on the back end they don't get shit in return. You know, so it's good to see that y'all did something. Now, man, like I seen your picture that you put up where you was working in the store, right? And just like a year later, like all of this great things is happening. How does that feel? You know what I mean? Like because you just was working in the store, now you at ComplexCon, you doing sold out shows overseas, etc.
It's crazy. Like now, everything feel like a dream. Like it's just like I live day by day.
You just high.
Nah, I'm for real. I swear to God.
Hey, don't be judgmental.
I
It's
swear
okay to be
God.
high.
Like it just feel like I live day by day now. It's just like, what do I expect this day? Like every day is something new. So I just be here.
Yeah, it's crazy because my first time coming to LA was flying for ComplexCon last year. And I was trying to find a way to like finesse like an artist band, like to finesse a band. Like I had no clue, you know what I'm saying? I got on a guest pass and my homie looked out, so it's just dope seeing.
You was out here last year?
Yeah, I swear to goodness.
That's lit.
Damn.
That's lit.
So you're not used to this life yet? Like I should be used to it.
No, I mean, bro, we just don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? So we don't let it get to our heads. You know what I'm saying? Because we still like new enough, and we don't be like, oh, we them niggas, or I'm that nigga. You know, that's not a dope mindset to have. You just gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? Just stay humble and just because we got so much more we want to do, so much more we about to do.
Yeah.
So you can't get like satisfied or complacent. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. I mean, how far down the line are you thinking? So we always like, look, we're always talking to ourselves and a camera all day. So it's cool to have an audience and also people we can like bounce ideas off of. You guys are very young. How far down the line are you actually thinking? Like, are you seeing 10 to 15 years from now? Like, what do you think of your peers who are just doing like bullshit on social media for clicks?
I mean,
all that. Like we trying to do this for like our kids. You feel me? Because we wanna do more. We want to do.
You thinking about this?
I'm thinking about my kids. You feel me? I'm not even thinking about myself. I'm thinking about my kids and my family. Because when I have my kids, I want them to be straight.
I'm trying to get like in the movies and shit. Right?
Oh, so how long do you actually want to rap for? Is this like a transition thing for you then?
I mean, I enjoy it, but it's like, it's not what I want to do.
And there's
Hold
nothing
on
wrong
now.
with that. Some people are like that.
When he says that though, I think if I'm sitting in the audience and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, I'm gonna take that to say this might not be a passion if you're saying you don't want to do it for it doesn't sound like
it's
you're
not
passionate about it.
I mean, yeah, I'm passionate about it, but like I want to do like movies and shit too.
You want to use it to get into
what the fuck is you saying?
Are you just finding out for the first time that he wants to do movies?
I'm just high.
No, I'm saying like I literally can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear
and
him.
I'm right here.
Hey, hold on. Real quick, I think we gotta clarify, because you know I covered it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I even told, like, even planning for this, I was like, yo, I want to figure out what their individual situations are, because, you know, I heard about your situation, and then I hear this guy, he's with Rich Forever, but he's still with the collect. Like, everything was, like, how does all that, like, even play into y'all still being together if y'all are, you over here, you over here, you over here?
I don't know, it's like everything, like we see, I mean, like we peeped everything. Like, everybody who said that snaked us out first. So then we just moved on, and then they just went on the internet about it. But like, everything was fake. They was lying about everything. They just tried to make us look bad. And like, you feel me, the blogs and all that and everything, like Say Cheese and all them gonna make it. All that extra shit.
So people say Cheese, bro?
Bro, them niggas is gonna, you come on, bro, you know. Bro, they gonna do anything to make you look bad, bro. So I just be like, I ignore this shit, to be honest. But,
No, but even the period with like Jay and like the whole Rich the Kid thing, like you know, I had to have a personal conversation with him because I was like, yo, at least how it's looking, like I look at y'all as YBN. You feel me? When I look at like other people have influences over y'all and you know the whole Rich Forever thing, I'm like, yo, what is that about in relation to what y'all have going on and what y'all have built? Because to be honest, it feel like y'all building that new movement. So when I hear these other things, it's a little confusing to me.
Nah, we just all brothers, bro, at the end of the day. So we don't let, like...
More than business?
Nah, it's family
Brotherhood?
over business. Like, we all, like, damn near live together. You know what I'm saying? We with each other, like, every damn day, like, outside of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, like, we don't let no outside factors, like, separate us that try to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still, like, YBN.
But since you're not technically a group, right? You're a collective. Help me out here. My definition of that is like you're a team together, right? You can create your brotherhood, but like you can still do things
for sure.
separate. So how much like when you're figuring out your label situation, for example, are you guys talking to each other about this? Or are you just going out and doing your own thing and then letting each other know later?
We just let each other do our own thing, like with the label situation. Type shit,
For real?
Yeah.
But
Do
you
you
don't
feel
have
like
like a
that's the
joint
best?
manager, nothing business-wise as a joint?
We got lawyers, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, but what I mean is if it's an individual where there's not like a group like
Everything
perspective
connected.
to
It's
where y'all
connected.
trying to go.
It's
all
together,
connected.
but like
It's all
we don't
connected.
sit down and have like meetings like
every time we
he
do.
gonna sign to this. Like,
Everybody does their thing and brings it back to the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, I got
exactly.
this going on. Yo,
Everybody get
how can we
paid.
add to that, et cetera?
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Question, I know I did some homework on you. I found out you used to play ball.
Uh-huh.
Right? And Jay, I know like everybody knows that you're the most active person, like moving around wise. Did you ever play any sports? Because I swore you ran track or some shit. How fast you be moving.
nah.
He's average.
I don't know if he good at it.
Cordae beat me in basketball in New York. I can't play ball.
Bruh.
And I beat him on 2K, man.
Y'all niggas suck.
Who's the best 2K player?
Okay.
That's
What team you pick?
That nigga's
Shit.
garbage.
No.
I ain't played
I'm the
2K
best
in a
player.
Have you
in the
guys
park.
played act before?
Yo, I took
played
a
He
says he's
straight
nice, but I-
$2,500 off my man. But he a good one though.
He beat me
You know,
for $2,500 at 2K.
he paid up though. A lot of rappers be flexing. He actually paid up.
Yo.
How do you pay when you lose in Xbox Live? You Venmo or
Apple
something?
Pay?
Let's pull that
What
shit
does
out your
Apple
pocket.
pay? Cash App, nigga?
No, that nigga said
Pull that
the
shit out
Apple
your
Pay. It
pocket.
works.
Yeah.
I'll pull that shit out your
Apple
pocket.
Pay is?
No.
Bro, what?
That shit a scam, bro. I ain't
What?
fucking with that.
All right, so it's my first time meeting all of you, right? Just so you guys know, very first time. So I'm trying to figure out your personalities too, because I've just like heard the music. So I believe one of you, maybe Nahmir, in an interview with Billboard, you said you would compare yourselves more like to ASAP Mob, right? Everyone has their own lane and how they move. So we have, I think from the outside
Nigga
looking
said,
in,
yeah.
we could say what we think about sort of your individual personalities. But how would you define your lane within the collective, if that makes sense? Like he's the guy who wants to do movies eventually.
Yo, Jay is way too chill, man. This thing is usually like
He might really be high. Is that what
Yeah,
you mean?
ADHD shit right there. I don't know how he's chill.
Right now, this the high J. Like, if you don't smoke, he always turn. Like,
Man.
Look how he's sitting.
Yeah. It's like you figuring out what the fuck's going on.
this
happy to be here. This
this
is my
the
happy
chopsticks,
face.
Jay.
This
You
your
be
happy
talking.
face?
That's your happy face?
Like right now, this the chopsticks, Jay. You be talking to the Rich Forever, Jay. Most of the time.
Nah, I want that one. I want that one back. I want that one.
That was a good one.
That's what
What was Rich Forever Jay like?
turn.
A nigga.
I mean,
turn
yeah,
all
he's
the
just a
time?
nigga.
There is no Rich Forever Jay.
It never happened.
Nah, hold on,
Like, nah.
stop.
I
it.
told-
I ain't
I
gonna let you sit here
hear
and just
that.
like.
Yo,
I hear that.
I was never signed to Rich Forever. Like ever.
Nah, he wasn't really.
It's just like some cool shit. Like,
Do you guys think it's just a bad idea, artists signing to other artists, or you're talking about just him specifically?
I mean, it's not a bad idea with artists signing to other artists. If you want, you can sign whoever you want to sign to. But it's like
He's just
I
not
wasn't
signed to Rich
I wasn't
Forever.
signed to Rich
No,
Forever.
I get, but there's a. I think when, and I think this is what she's trying to get at. Y'all personalities are very distinctive.
Yeah.
Like he's a turnt one.
Yeah.
Every time I'm talking to this nigga, he's always on here. I've never seen him like this, to be honest.
I'm chilling, bro.
Right? And it's not. I don't think
don't
that's
gotta be
no
on
Rich
TikTok.
Like you're
Forever.
uncomfortable because he's chilling.
Yeah, I don't think it's not no Rich Forever personality. That's him. Like he's always like, you know, you have that one friend who's always like extra hype. That's him. You seem to be the laid back one, and you seem to be like the one who kind of mixes a lot of different things in. You know what I mean? Just creatively, I always look at y'all to say, how do y'all music flow? Because how could you continue to not only say y'all friends, but have that musical bond between y'all when all y'all music is different? Like, I'm listening to this nigga, I'm listening to Two-Tone Drip, I'm listening to his shit, I'm listening to yours, and nigga, you just going in. And I'm like, how does this all fit together?
We just like, we seen that we had to make it happen this way. Like, I don't know, it just had to happen.
Well, it seems like y'all got more of a plan and how y'all do shit. Like I sat with like Day Trip one time and we was like talking about all of y'all and it was like, man, sometimes it's kind of hard to get shit done because y'all on the road, y'all are doing so much and like you always posting records, but you can't never drop. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Because you.
So I got like 200 songs that I can't drop.
Damn.
Why not?
Just sitting there. Like label shit.
Clearances or what?
It's
Rich
just like,
forever.
you gotta hold.
Stop it, man.
Put a hold on
Rich
shit.
the Kid in here somewhere?
This nigga gotta stop bringing that name up, man.
No, on some real though, like why can't you drop? Like, you want to drop it,
No,
or it's like just trying to
I want to drop it, but it's like timely. Like, you gotta wait for the right time and shit, so they won't let you do it.
You're working on a solo project right now, though. So are those 200 songs for the solo album?
Shit, I hope so.
I need a record, nigga.
He looks wild confused every time you speak, but you know him better, so.
I can't hear him.
Oh, you still can't hear him?
Throw that nigga right there.
That's all.
Well, it seems like all
That's
y'all
how I
have.
felt when Takeoff was there, bro. I couldn't hear that nigga.
It sounds like all of y'all.
Okay,
have,
nigga.
I couldn't.
Okay. Whispering. Let's go with that.
And looking down, I'm like,
Nah, but it seems like all of y'all got a different process in how y'all make y'all music. But how is it like just bringing it all together? Like, do you follow it? Like, all right, if you might have I say it's more lyrical, people would say, right? But Nahmir, you got a lot of lyrical ability too. And Jay, like, I've heard you say some shit, put some shit together, but do you start the idea and then pass it off to him? And
To be honest, like how we first started it, like I used to rap a whole different way. Then I started getting his style, then he started getting my style. It was like a mixture a long, long time ago when we first started this rap shit.
Right.
Cause I didn't know how to mix my music or none of that. He taught me how to mix, cause after this song I made on him.
you dissed that nigga on the song?
I dissed him a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Like that's
Where's
how I
the
first met
clapback
him.
at though?
You don't look
I
bothered
did
by
some
this.
back.
You dissed him back?
We was like 13 though.
He was like,
What's
don't matter,
13-year-old? What, like, are you, when you're
Nah,
13, how are you dissing each other?
we was like on
Some
some
stupid shit.
wannabe Chicago drill music type shit. So it was some hot shit like nigga.
you know, the thing is that when we hit 13, we think it's that long ago because of our ages, but y'all it's not that far along.
I mean, it's kind of far a little bit. We 18, 19.
So got you.
No, but on the real though, like
Kind of
even-
far a little.
Even drill
Little
music,
something.
like how much is that like an influence when like y'all are growing up and like kind of making y'all sound?
That shit was
y'all do
hot.
have your own
What?
sound.
Yeah,
What you
that shit was
mean?
hot when we was
Drill
coming
music,
up.
like that's a whole different thing. They brought out everything. That's a slide. Like
So like when you were going in the studio, like that's maybe you're not trying to remake those records, but it influences you.
yeah, of course.
But y'all know we never been in the studio together. Like,
All three?
all three of us never been in the studio together, not one time.
What?
How?
Can't do it.
I don't know.
We be so ready to like go, like, we
Yeah.
just can't wait for each other. So we
Is
book our
that
own
good?
session.
Is that good or bad?
I probably pull up on the studio. Like,
We
say
be
what's
in
up.
the studio, but we don't be like
Yeah,
making it
together.
because we're all
shit
three
like that.
artists. You know what I'm saying? Like if he recording some hard shit, I'm like, oh, I bet he got that shit. Do my shit. You know what I'm saying? So
It's gonna take too long.
Yeah, exactly.
So I went to, Wayno did a panel earlier, I believe it was No ID, he was talking about how like sort of technology has taken away the collaboration factor because people don't have time to get in the studio.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever try it one time to see what happens, if the vibe is different, if the
I
records
feel
come
like
out
they make
different?
different
or-
records though, yo. Like honestly, this is how I look at it, and I'm a little weird, but
Very weird, but yeah.
all right, wait, this nigga Wayno, man. I like when you're sitting across from me, not nigga. Anyway, like Nahmir, like I understand his thing, even Jay, right? It took me a while to get onto you, Cordae.
He
And
doesn't
the
like
reason-
due to,
Nah, don't sound like lyrics. Cut it out. No, it took
I
me a
didn't
while
finish.
because I feel like there's a lot of hype. Like there's a lot of people like, yo, he's like one of the next dude of the generation that's bringing this sound, and I was like, why everybody like, what has he done? Like that's my thing. So they show me a couple freestyles. I'm like, yeah, but still, what is it? Wayno's been huge on you.
Yeah.
My nigga.
Feel me? No, but and I mean the reason why, and I could just say taking myself. I know how to take myself away from being a media personality, a manager, all that shit, and being a fan.
Yeah.
And for me, like listening to you, even you as well. Y'all could talk some shit, and that's what I grew up on. I grew up on substance. I grew up on the rewind factor. Like you heard what this nigga just said,
Yeah.
and I grew up on like appreciating people putting time into their bars.
Yeah.
So for me, first time I heard you, it just kind of different to hear a young man saying some shit that's not really quick. You know what I mean? Like the Slim Shady freestyle, the My Name Is shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I seen that, I was like, damn, like he's really talking some shit. Yeah. And of course, I got a chance to, you know, I met Nahmir prior and then I spoke to you. Yeah. And to see the person behind the bars, that's what made me really fuck with you.
Oh, that's love, bro.
I seen a video with this nigga. I think you had like a little asthma pump and you said, if I could make him and any of you bitch ass niggas could make it too. I was like, shit. I like that though. Because niggas be having too many excuses.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Was it a point for either one of y'all where y'all had to be like, man, to be honest, despite where we came from, despite how we met, despite what our circumstances are, we about to make it just using whatever we got.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's exactly what everybody who makes it really has to do. But niggas always got that convenient excuse to excuse why they're not where they want to be or even working on it.
Yeah, for sure. You just gotta like, I mean, personally, what I did was I made like a vision. All we do, we just all like speak shit into existence. You just gotta manifest that shit. And like, just cut off all negative energy or all, if there's anybody around you who not like 1,000% sold and believe in you like you believe in yourself, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta manifest that shit because you can't let other people take your energy. You just gotta speak that shit into existence.
Oh, that's dope.
The lights are hurting you right now. How do you guys feel about interviews?
Interviews?
Yeah, I feel like rappers in general, interviews not their favorite thing, and especially younger rappers. Like, you guys have seen our Migos shit. I've had many pretty bad experiences with them. Like, how do you guys feel?
I like interviews. I used to like it, but we went to fucking New York and like that nigga Ebro act like he ain't no shit. So it's just like.
So wait, because of one person, are you guys gonna like take that out on everyone or?
Nah, but it's just like it's just like.
I ain't even go. Shit.
But are you guys not sort of mentally prepared to deal with that? Like that everyone's not gonna be like a super fan, obsessive, especially people who are a little bit older?
No, it's not even that. But I feel like if you know you about to interview, it's like, why won't you do your fucking research? Like,
you know they gotta act like that for a reason, dumbass.
You don't have to act like anything.
You gotta act like that to make it interesting, niggas.
Not interesting. Whatever the fuck you just said.
So, but they know it's 3 members in the group. So it's another member, and it's only 2 of y'all there. So I heard
it's another member. It's a light skinned kid.
Do they try to play y'all? Cause like, you know, he's the biggest name right now, right? Do they try to play y'all like almost they have no idea or you know like shit?
He tried to play Nahmir.
Act like he didn't know who he was.
He acts like he didn't know who Nahmir was. He's like, Nahmir? Isn't there the third one, Nahmir? He said Nahmir?
Nah, that's a little bad.
I think that's the biggest disconnection with motherfuckers because a lot of people that's in them seats, they act like they shouldn't know anything about y'all. Like, you know, and that makes, if I'm a young rapper, I'm like, fuck y'all niggas, I'm never coming back up there. So I can understand why some rappers is reluctant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, but fuck that. We gotta get to the shit, man, because you know, this year I've been notoriously killing the XXL freshman cover, and Nahmir is on that, right? But like even going forward next year, you get me? I think both of you gentlemen, like you guys are prime right now to be in that consideration. How do y'all feel about that? And how do y'all feel about the list, like in terms of Nahmir? How you felt about the list that you were a part of?
It was crazy, cause I made a Facebook post, I think it was last year, and I had photoshopped like my face on the other.
Everybody, right?
Yeah. And then I just made it happen, and that shit happened. I was like, what the fuck?
Did it feel the same when it actually came true as when you were wishing for it, or it was just different?
Kind of felt like a dream. It ain't feel real. You know how shit just. I don't know. Not to feel real for real no more. I just be like, okay, I'm gonna just let this shit happen now. Yeah. That shit cool. Everything cool though. I just be letting shit go day by day, bro.
All right, we gotta get y'all niggas saying some shit. This nigga's too cool. He's high as a motherfucker.
Well, that's what I was asking about how you guys feel about interviews.
No.
Sometimes it feels like
you're
you
good,
guys don't
but like
want to do it.
This nigga love it.
Say for next year, I want y'all to give me a list, man. I want to put y'all at least a little uncomfortable.
Next year?
Give me y'all a list. So who should be on the list besides y'all or whatever y'all want to say? Both. Okay, my nigga.
Yo, I fuck with I ain't gonna lie, Juice WRLD gonna be on that shit. Juice WRLD. Who else went on that shit this year? Roddy Ricch gonna be on that shit too.
Don't dip from this Cordae. I need to hear you too. Okay.
Cordae. Kid Boo.
Kid Boo,
You tripping?
Is that the,
6'9".
that's
You're
the nigga that be
lying.
saying-
Kid Boo 6'9".
Did you say Kid Boo, bro?
Fat Nick.
You're lying. Now you're trolling. See, this is where the troll comes out.
Blueface.
Name a Kid Boo song. Alright, so is a list about music or just about?
Bro, but really, bro, it's about like fame. That XXL shit don't even really be about like music to me, I don't think.
At one point it was though.
Yeah, now it's not. It's just like they just put anybody on there. That got
Do you guys
clout.
like being famous?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's a lot better
I
than
love
working.
that shit.
Right.
Way better than working.
Hell yeah.
Cordae, everybody seen that picture with you and Dre, with Dr. Dre, right? And you know, everybody always speculates, did y'all do music, etc.
Yeah, for sure.
What happened with that? Is this something we can look forward to with that?
Yeah, we got some real dope shit. He called me like randomly and invited me to his house and shit to cook up. So I pulled up. Well, I met him through with Anderson .Paak, because that's my homie.
Yeah.
And then all of Dr. Dre's homies were like, yo, this young nigga, that nigga. You know what I'm saying? They was like giving me the best love. And he called me like the next day and was like, pull up to the crib, and we just made like a lot of music.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't there a lot of pressure? My bad. Isn't there a lot of pressure though? Like, for everything I've heard about you, it's more than what I've heard from you in terms of music. Isn't that so much pressure? Like you being that young, everybody thinking you're gonna be this, you're the next this. That when you got to record and you got to actually now produce, like shit, it's like weight on your shoulder. It's not just like you're creating freely, like it's whatever.
before you answer that, could I say something? Maybe you should hear some of his music.
No, I have. That's what I'm saying. I haven't heard it.
You keep saying that though. People keep saying this about you. And for me to not really know.
No, a lot of people's in my position. Like,
why he gave that
if we
voice,
could
though?
go around here, like, no disrespect. We could go around here and, like.
Did you hear any tape?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
He's drunk. Academics is drunk.
Bro, no, y'all not gonna sit here and just like we just gonna butter up the
What was
guests.
you asking?
If we ask
I'm not buttering
everybody
up
in
no
here
guests,
if they
but
could
have
name
you
5
listened to-
Cordae songs, if you could name 5 YBN Cordae songs, let me know. Raise your hand. No, raise your hand.
We
Raise
got
your
4
hand.
songs out, and we already heard all 4, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So you're saying like if I've heard the music,
I'm just saying that every time
the
you ask him
sample
a
size
question,
is
we just
this.
heard them.
All I'm
We
saying is
just
that
heard
every
them.
time you ask
Okay,
a question,
I've heard the freestyles.
All right, hold on.
I heard 4.
What's the question here?
So the sample size is this. You have to now create to keep up to what the hype is. Is that pressure?
Oh,
to
nah.
me, it is.
Yo,
Nah,
you hating on my mans, bro. I ain't about to sit here and let you.
You hype me
That's
up
the
just to
question.
bring me. You
Yeah.
hype me up just to bring me down, bro.
No, I'm hyping you up.
No, I'm playing, bro.
I'm hyping you up because honestly, it would be pressure to me.
Yeah.
Right? Because like when it's like people see the potential, it's always I always say this thing, it's like, yo, we got potential and reality. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we're quick to say someone is the next whatever, and who knows if that's their path or whatever. Like, but
about to be the
people
greatest
are
to do
putting
this
things
shit.
onto you.
thank you.
Yo, Cordae, I really like the flip you did of Cole's 1985. I thought, especially for someone your age, and I hope that doesn't sound weird, like, you sound very wise, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so you
for
sort of
sure.
address this issue. You said, so I know young dudes, we don't listen, and older dudes, you don't sort of like practice what you preach, etc. Tell us about that track. So it's dope that you're connecting with people like Dre, but why did you feel the need to make the flip of 1985?
I don't know. It just like inspired me when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? I just heard it, and it. I had like a dope ass conversation with my neighbor who was an old head and shit about like, you know, the generational gap. So I brought it. You're low key an old head too. You just try to act young.
High-key
You're
old.
like
Nigga
38.
old as fuck.
Wearing
And
that
he's
tight
younger than
ass,
me.
wearing the Ed Hardy shirt,
The fat stomach.
Hey,
and it's extra small.
I'm about to take it for everything I said at you. It's all
Oh
good.
man, niggas got heat.
No, go ahead.
Well, nah, I'm done.
But no, continue. I'm just curious why.
But nah, it just inspired me. Like I just had a dope ass insightful conversation with an old head, and it like just sparked it up, and I wrote it.
Did you feel when you heard that the initial song by J. Cole that anything that he said applied to you, or maybe even not even you, but like
it wasn't
just
even
your generation? You felt like, yo, I gotta get it.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily anything to do with his song. It was just like it just gave me the spotlight because he was just talking about like younger rappers and stuff. But it wasn't like he was saying a lot of truthful shit as well. You know what I'm saying? So it just inspired me to put like my perspective from like the youth.
Do you guys feel like, so this is a conversation we've had, we've spoken about sort of rappers who are very young saying things like, I've never heard Tupac, I don't know what he does, I don't know shit about Biggie, which is like fine, but I'm curious for you individually, I'd like you each to answer this question. Do you feel like you need to know rap history or does it not really matter that much?
It don't matter.
And why not?
Really?
It don't.
But one each, I want you each to answer and tell
This
me
is the
why.
thing. Like, well, for me personally, like, my mama, she didn't listen to that shit, like rap. She listened to like gospel music and shit. So like, I didn't know none of that.
So you
that's-
didn't come up with
no.
it, so you...
So how did you hear it though? How did you hear it?
Like when I heard music, it was like on my own.
Well, I think that's interesting only because like you got on the Rap A Lot chain. You know what I mean? There's a lot of history that comes with that shit.
Don't get me wrong, like I respect it, but like it's just like I don't go back and listen to it.
and
Not
search.
fair.
And wait, I want you guys to finish first. So what about you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to listen to old music because my family used to listen to old music. I mean, it's just your family for real that you grow up around for real, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, some like teenagers probably go back themselves and like listen to old shit, but I mean, I wouldn't now because I listen to new shit. But I mean, I know about it. I got my knowledge on like old music and like history and shit.
Well, you know, I had an interesting take on it because I'm kind of with y'all. Like it's super unfair to feel like everybody.
Why'd you start rapping?
Huh?
Don't you have a song out?
I do.
What made you, just thought about it, what made you like want to come up with that?
Just like how you did the flip of like cold shit, right? I felt like there was a very satirical take I could have on what this new wave, especially at that time when I even thought about it, this mumble rap thing, I was like, the shit that's really promoting all this new genre, which I am like super a part of like helping thrive.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous in some sense, and it's almost a character within itself. I'm gonna take a hilarious twist to it, which I did.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to do it where it's like disrespecting, so I could have done it and just like had completely bullshit, whatever it is, but like I wanted to not disrespect the crap, because there's a crap. Like some people, they trying to disrespect the whole thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an avenue, and to be honest, it is part of what the new wave of what current music is. You get me?
No.
You were with me till like the last, like, you're with me?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it
In
either.
terms of rap.
Okay, do you understand what satire is? No?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you understand what mumble rap was or is? No?
No, like
No.
what
I don't
is
get the
mumble
whole
rap?
term like mumble rap.
I don't understand that shit.
Okay.
How
All
do you-
right, so this new wave of rap
Who
where-
would you say is a mumble rapper?
mumble rap, honestly, is an antiquated term. But if we're talking about what...
What does antiquated?
Wait, what is
It means,
mumble
it
rap?
means
Pretty
old
old.
and
Old
outdated.
and
Like, but what is
Old and
mumble rap?
outdated. So,
Like, what is
to be
mumble rap?
honest, people would consider even like it just traditionally like Juice WRLD, anything that's not like a nigga rapping like Nas.
Auto tune shit.
Yeah, no, but beyond that, anything that nigga not like rapping like Nas or super lyrical is like almost mumble rap, right?
So you saying like Migos?
Yeah, even
Migos
yo.
and shit.
Young Thug
At first it was anything not audible. But by the way, Young Thug got bars. Like so is that mumble rap if we're thinking about mumble rap not having lyrics? Or is mumble rap just literally, we're gonna lump in all the new niggas who have came off SoundCloud and just came, so it's an old term. Like, so I get that. I'm talking about, if you're asking about why I did it, it's a twist off of that. Like parody rap.
Nigga just spoofing the shit.
Bro, he just talking, bro.
Yeah.
He just
No,
Like,
you're not
what bro
understanding.
saying.
No, wait, it's not just talking, you're not
Wait,
understanding.
there's people that would try to consider. Wait,
He doesn't
wait,
understand satire.
I understand what you're saying.
Like, that's
I get it.
different.
What I'm
Like,
saying is, there's
literally
people that
telling
would
what
try
it
to.
is.
It was people that would try to consider y'all niggas mumble rap, but they don't listen to y'all. I think when somebody says something is mumble rap, it's because they're disconnected.
Yeah,
like the
for
first
sure.
time I heard rubbing off.
And
the
that's
paint-
just that's like the first term they go to.
Exactly, because they don't listen. So that, like the first time I'm listening to your shit, rubbing off the paint, it reminded me of like Eazy-E, just because your delivery and the shit you was talking about, you had hammers in the video and shit. So I didn't consider you lumped in with everybody else. Mumble rap is a term that older niggas use because they don't listen to younger niggas for real.
And that's why I said it was
that's all it
antiquated.
is.
But in terms of, because you don't get it, so I'm gonna explain it to you. When you say why I did it, if you sit here, you'd be a liar.
Yeah.
And we have a live audience, so they could attest. Tell me if I'm lying or not. There's a wave of music where niggas have colored hair, tats on their face, they rap about whatever, especially, not particularly you. I didn't say
I'm playing.
particularly
Yeah.
relating to you.
Yeah, I know.
But it's the thought of a very new wave of rap.
Yeah, for sure.
Using that being a parody, that's where you get when you say, why did you start?
Yeah.
I want to show that. And
get it.
Hold on, you just said it. No, I gotta explain it because
it.
you didn't get it at first.
Yeah.
You just said it. The XXL list is not about talent, it's literally about clout. That same thing that I'm parodying, it's not even really about the music, it's about the look and clout.
Got it.
I'm Akademiks. I could literally say I'm now Lil Ak, and I could put out a song that does really good. Did $3 million, never paid $1, not signed to a
know.
label. So
Right.
because of all of that,
Talk your shit, Ak.
no, I'm responding.
Talk your shit,
I'm responding.
Ak.
Nah, facts.
I
Talk
came
your
prepared. I got the Henny on deck, so I'm
my God.
good. So and it's just really answering it.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love this wave because
Yeah.
I do believe it's a transition point. Y'all generation, y'all have shown a diversity. See, your music is much different. So even though you might even ask, you see me sit here and ask you like, yo, yeah, there's a lot of hype behind you. It might seem like I'm being a little abrasive and challenging you.
It's good.
It's kind of also shown because I'm the same person who will sit here and say this is the most diverse Is that
Diverse.
Diverse.
Good.
Bro, I never went to no communication school. I'm a biomath fan. Anyway, no, but I'll sit here. You're right. I'll sit here. Right? You're right.
Word.
No,
You had a good education. You guys are right.
I'm trying to get the point, and then I don't want to keep.
Finish the point. Let's keep it.
I'm trying to sit here and be completely transparent. While you have 3 dudes who's with us on stage, they make super different music.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I agree when I say the term mumble rap is outdated, because what you do, is that mumble rap? No. It's just the newer interpretation of what, like, you're the new lyricist.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be taken anywhere offensive. That's why I feel like mumble rap is out of here.
What did you mean in the flip of 1985? Like he's saying, so maybe the older generation is not listening very deeply. They're not reading the lyrics. They're just hearing, they're like, this sounds strange to me, I don't like it. What do you feel like they should do differently? What would help sort of bridge this gap?
I don't know.
Nothing? Should they try? Should you try? Like,
it was more so not even towards like music. It was just like in life in general. It's always gonna be like a generational gap, no matter what generation. When hip hop like first came out, old heads like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be that.
I guess you're right, but I feel like there could be a level of understanding at the very least.
It's not every old person though, cause like P. Diddy, he cool as fuck. Like he's mad cool and shit. But it's just like some old people just like don't understand it, or they just can't accept the fact that it's like some new shit.
I think a lot of older people forget what it's like to be your age. Like, I remember when I was like younger and I was saying Jay-Z and niggas older than me was like, he can't fuck with Rakim, and I'm like, he destroyed Rakim, and I was crazy for saying that. Or me saying like Jadakiss was better than somebody from older. So I think a lot of people, as they get older, they forget what it is to be 18, and they think that they can't understand none of y'all because they're just so fucking grown.
Yeah.
You know?
And beyond that, I always say like, yo, it's so unfair. Like, people, you know, Yachty, I felt within this whole new wave, right? Like, we won't coin it as any term, but people looked at him like, oh, you don't know Biggie? You don't know this about Pac? You don't know his music? Like, and it really kind of hammered into him. But I don't feel like you necessarily need to know the music. I actually, if anything, feel you should probably learn the stories. Like, you niggas is dealing with labels, niggas have dealt with labels forever. And if you sign a bad deal, or you end up making the same mistakes that the past generation did, yeah, y'all young, but how could I really feel bad for y'all if there was 10 examples before that you just didn't really like take note of? So that I can understand. But in terms of like, you knowing the music, like some people want the younger kids to be music historians. Like, you know everything about the older dudes, and to be honest, if you really hear the opposite flip of it, they'll talk about y'all like y'all just trash. Like, yeah, whatever. But you're supposed to know everything about them. Respect goes 2 ways, right? So that's how I look at it.
But what do y'all young brothers have coming up that we can look forward to?
We just working on our solo shit.
Yeah. What, top of the year? Summer?
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing everything that y'all niggas got coming up.
Sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you to the YBN team, Nahmir, Almighty Jay, Cordae, give it up. Thank you guys. This has been Everyday Struggle Live ComplexCon 2018. Thank you for tuning in.